I'm 28 years old. I've gotten through engineering school. I've learned to play guitar. I've gotten to high ranks in video games. I've competed in BJJ. I've learned to speak Japanese. Now I work as an engineer in Japan. And I know how to learn things, okay? And I generally have been able to learn things very quickly and efficiently in my life. And it wasn't always that way, right? When I first started learning when I was younger, I was really inefficient. I didn't know how to go about actually moving and progressing in my skill, but now I do. And I'm so sick of hearing people, like so many people, saying they want to do something, saying they want to learn something, and just stopping before they even actually get started. Okay? And what do I mean by that? I mean, they're trying to follow this study plan, they're trying to follow the common advice that's out there about how to learn things. Okay? And I think there's a couple problems with following that advice, and I'm going to talk about them today. Number one, a lot of the advice you hear is going to tell you that you need a dedicated study space, that you need materials, that you need to schedule out time to do your skill and follow this step-by-step plan. I'm going to tell you 100% right now, that's not how you actually improve at things. That's not going to lead to the results you want. If anything, it's probably going to lead you to getting burnt out. And one of the reasons I think that so many experts, so many people who are good at skills recommend that is because it's not actually the way that they learned. It's the way that, looking back, the way that they think people could learn like them, okay? The way that they think would be effective in retrospect for learning. But I've learned such a wide variety of skills that I feel like I have an actual fundamental understanding of what actually works, no matter what the skill is, okay, and how learning actually works. And my hypothesis is that learning is much more chaotic and less structured than we'd like to believe as humans, okay? It's nice to think that if you sit down and read something and you do something step by step, that all of that information is going to magically sink into your brain. But in my experience, that's not how it works at all. What actually works when it comes to learning is mass input and repeated exposure to ideas, repeated exposure to situations over and over and over again. Okay? And when these experts tell you that this is how you should learn, this is the step-by-step process to get as good as them, I promise you, they have spent thousands of hours engaged in their studies, okay, engaged in whatever they're trying to learn. And I guarantee that their actual learning was much less like this and way more up and down and all over the place. Okay? And that's fine because the human brain, it requires this large area of exposure. Okay, obviously you don't want to go all out and just be, completely studying unrelated concepts all the time. But you need to cast this, if you want to become truly proficient in your skill, you want to truly rise above other people in your skill, you need a wide foundation. You need to be able to see the complexities within your skill, see the connections within your skill, okay? Have like this large root system of understanding, okay? And developing that, it takes a long time, okay? Again, the experts are going to tell you, you do this for this specific amount of time and you're going to learn. I'm here to tell you the only thing you can do is keep engaging in your material, okay? Don't try to force anything into your brain. Keep exposing yourself to a wide variety of topics within your skill. Keep learning that 1% every day over a long enough period of time. Keep actually doing your skill. The main thing is actually doing your skill instead of just sitting and reading a book, actually doing whatever skill you're trying to learn, okay? And over time, your overall level will slowly improve. There's absolutely no step-by-step process, okay? Like, do babies, when they learn how to walk, do they need an adult to explain them the fundamental mechanics of walking? No, and I'm not saying the adult brain is just like a child's brain, but I think it's way more similar than we'd like to believe. And it's through actually experiencing, actually trying, actually engaging over and over and over again that we eventually learn. I was just watching an Alex Hormozy video, and a lot of the concepts he talks about in his videos are very simple. And you think, oh, it's simple, so it's easy to find that information. It's simple, so I could think of that too, right? I'm already doing that. That's not true at all. His simple methodologies, his knowledge is this whole chaotic experience he's had from the start of, starting his businesses until he's reached this time, right? And the reason he's able to break things in simple terms and able to explain things and is truly nuanced and an expert in his field is because he's had this huge, vast amount of input. Okay, he's seen and tried everything. And that's what I want you to remember when it comes to learning. Stop trying to remember everything step by step by step and just start working. Just start actually doing your skill. Engage in things you find interesting. Engage in the things you're motivated for. Cast a wide net over your skill. Okay, if you're studying this specific area and you're starting to get bored and you feel like you're not really engaging anymore, switch to a new area within your skill and then do that for a while. And guess what? When you go back to the original area, there's going to be new concepts that you picked up over here that you can now apply to this area. Okay, that's what people miss. They think you need to sit in this area until you're a true master, fight through the boredom of being in this area, and then move to this area. No, not how it works at all. You have to keep giving your brain that novelty. You have to keep trying things. You have to keep refining over time. And I'm not saying just blindly do this, okay? You have to actually be thinking about what you're doing to some degree. You have to be analyzing what's going wrong, what's going right. Okay, that's part of actually deeply engaging with your skill. Because you see people, for example, playing video games or doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or whatever. And even though they go to class all the time and they play the game all the time, they don't improve. Why? Because they're not actually engaged in the learning process. They're not actually trying new things. They're not actually opening their mind to new concepts, right? You actually have to drop down your ego a bit and be willing to try things, be willing to listen to things. Because the perfect way for you learning and the perfect way for me learning is not going to be the same. We're going to have different things that we gravitate to and different things that we're attracted to within our skill in different pathways. And allowing yourself to explore that and allowing yourself to open up and really just be in the moment, engaged and moving forward is what actually is going to progress you. Okay? And when you do this, it seems like it wouldn't work. It seems counterintuitive. From a purely logical perspective, you would think step 1, step 2, step 3, results. Okay? To me, that would make sense too. But what actually happens is step 1, I kind of understand it, move on to step 2. I kind of understand it. Step 3, okay, I'm going to try this. Oh, it didn't work very well. Well, what went wrong? Now I'm going back to step 1. Okay, step 1, I learned a little more. Let's try it again. Okay, this time step 1 seemed to work well, but something about step 3 was incorrect, right? It's this back and forth, the constant refinement over time and the constant engagement over time that will actually lead you to the results. So I'm sick of hearing people say, I want to learn something, but I can't do it. Guys, you're just not engaging with the material. Maybe you're not even actually interested in it. Okay, do you think Alex Hormozy was able to get where he was? Would it be able to get where he was if he didn't actually care about his businesses, if he didn't actually care about making money? No, clearly he cares about it and he's interested in it on a fundamental level. So he's willing to go through iteration after iteration after iteration and try a bunch of different things and keep refining over time. And that's what's actually going to lead you to mastery. There's no step-by-step plan. Anyways, I had to vent about that because, again, I get frustrated when people say they want to learn, but they don't actually engage with their skill and they don't actually allow themselves to explore new things within their skill and do things that are fundamentally interesting and engaging with them, and stop focusing so hard on step 1 and just let your brain do the work. Let your subconscious mind do the work. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to help you. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I will make a video specifically for you. Have a great day.